up, Josie reveals why she hates the French.
They're talking another language.
Brian does a brilliant impression of a cat in a wheelie bin. And Ulrika's disappointed that Kinga didn't make it into the ultimate lineup.
They haven't got a show without her, because there's no point in any of us being here without her.
So Josie's story is the ultimate fairy tale. Check into the Big Brother house, suck your thumb, meet a man with crab eyes who hates blowjobs, but then go on to prove that nice girls really do come first when she won Big Brother 11 by a landslide. So how come she walked? Well, probably something to do with this bunch of freaks.
Josie in Moronland. Another classical childhood fairy tale ruined by Hollywood director Tom Burton. Follow Josie on her wonderful adventure as she's thrown into a magical world of Moron.
What the fuck is that?
It's a little bit too much to take in, isn't it?
Look, there's a moron. And that's a moron too.
Look at me.
And there's the sad twatter, a grown man who shows off like an angry teenager.
The P is for pimp.
I feel so fucking trapped.
Put me in an ice full of people that are not the same as me. I just want to go.
Don't like the person you like the person that likes you.
I'm not sure what you see is what he's offering. I'm talking too much.
Can't you see?
What?
What's wrong with her, Preston?
It must just feel like we've just come in and like kicked out all our friends.
They're celebrities. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just normal.
Will she ever return home to her angry Australian boyfriend?
Josie's gone.
No, leave me alone. They're not like me. It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, no!
Where is she?
She's gone. She was so quick when I opened that door.
Oh yes, and it's in 3D too, because films are these days.
I'm not joking, but that was horrible, wasn't it? Oh, that was so creepy. Oh, look, she survived 77 days of BB lockdown with some of the filthiest, baddest people on the planet. People like Shabby, people like Jovan. Me, I'd rather be pushing flowers than sharing showers. But Josie, she's proper hardcore. At least she was, until McCrizzle rocked up. Make some noise for Big Brother champion Josie and her John James! I'm so with you on that. If they're uncomfortable, take them off. Bob, what would you like to ask?
Well, it's lovely to see you both. They were my two favourites in the house. I wouldn't have minded who had won, and that they're together is just a bonus. Josie, who did you find the most normal out of the celebrities that are in there now?
Eureka, Brian, Preston and Chantal.
Preston and Chantal.
Yeah.
Well, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, and what's nice, I think, now that you've gone, because she was so upset about that, but I know you know Ulrika so well, I can see a little friendship with her and Brian, and they're so perfect together because they're funny. You know, she's got such a brilliant sense of humour.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just thinking if Michelle gets in there with Ulrika, that would be tasty.
Yes.
I just thought, wow, that would be tasty. No, that's not going to happen.
At all, is she?
That would be nice.
And Brendan, is there anything, and that will happen, is there anything you'd like to ask Josie and John James?
How was last night?
What he wants to know is, did you smooth him over?
Save it up for his birthday. It's his birthday tomorrow.
It's his birthday tomorrow. So, where are you going? Where are you going?
Well, we're going to try and go to a little retreat somewhere, aren't we? Somewhere quiet so we can have some private time
Don't, for
together.
God's sakes, don't tell us, because we'll all be
Yeah,
there.
right.
Our arms up against the hotel room window like that, like, ooh. Listen, who's got a question for John James, Josie? You put your hand up first over there.
I mean, I love you both, and I was really disappointed when everyone came in and they were saying all the bad stuff about John James. I was wondering both how you felt watching it and how you felt when everyone was saying it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I've said, sorry, poor Josie, but poor John James as well. You're right. Watching that. So what was that like?
I actually didn't see it until the end, until, I thought that she was going to walk, and then I saw, like, highlights and stuff like that, but I didn't know until I saw BBLB, like, to the full extent of what they were actually saying, but...
What was that like for you, then, when you saw it?
I didn't care about them saying stuff about me because everyone's going to say stuff and have their own opinions, but to see Josie upset was obviously very hard.
No, you two.
Oh, I'm such a sucker for a love story, and I think you should just
we all
brand
are.
yourselves as Triple J and take over the world. I absolutely love it. And also, do you know how many statuses I've got of, like, Josie to win Ultimate Big Brother, please, please, please.
You've been favourite to win. You and
I love you, my
you
friend.
and Brian.
I love you.
You
my
and
Barbara.
Brian.
You won anyway.
And what about? Yes, go on. Oh, look, stand up, stand up. Show off your dress. You look
I love
lovely.
my dress.
No,
It's
you
my
look
dress.
beautiful.
I love my dress. John James, I just wanted to ask you,
Yep.
how do you feel about everyone saying that Nadia's making out that you were gay? And
Oh, yeah, I caught that,
and
yeah.
watching
I think
it,
I saw
and
that
Josie,
on Twitter or something.
That must have really upset you.
Oh, I thought he was gay in the first week.
Are you actually in love, though? Are you going to stay together?
Yeah. We got Layla here from OK Magazine.
Can we just make it very clear, John James, is Josie your girlfriend?
Yeah. Come on. John James, you've got to answer.
We honestly haven't had that
James.
much time to talk since we've been out of the house,
I
but...
thought you said yesterday I would.
Yeah.
Listen, Layla's
There you
asked
go
you a
then.
question. Answer that, please. Is she or is she not your girlfriend? Because you said yesterday. John, even if she isn't, just say yes, because she's going to absolutely
Yes,
kill
yes,
you.
yes, yes.
That took a while, didn't it?
You're so going to get a chatting to tonight after that. That's one for later. She's going to save one. Ultimate Big Brother, what does it all mean? It's an opportunity for us all to relive one last time the finest Big Brother housemates for our very own viewing pleasure. Is that what it is? Or is it something altogether more sinister?
For 10 years, Big Brother has actually been a guise for a human cloning program on a grand scale. We are now left with this ultimate gene pool.
Each night when the housemates are asleep, my team come in and collect samples for me. We have hair, we have dead skin, and if we're very, very lucky, we get
Sperm sample?
Oh, thanks, Janet. This is a sperm sample from John McCrory. Don't ask how we got it, but there's a lot of residue in those pants. Enough to fertilise an entire village. Let's have a look.
In the name of compassion and decency, please, a bit now.
We selected Ulrika because, as everyone knows, she is the most fertile woman in the Western Hemisphere. Let's take a look at her eggs. Note the voracious cell division. She's like the biological equivalent of IKEA.
We require one of the greatest minds on the planet. And what better thinker for our creation than Coolio? Janet, are we able to see the latest brain scans once?
Certainly, they're just in this morning, Professor.
I'm starting to have doubts whether we've picked the right person. There are many aspects of the housemates that we are trying to incorporate in this creation. From Chantel's looks, Nadia's strength. So you're wondering what our human clone will look like? Well, here's the results, and I think you'll be suitably impressed.
Hang on. Isn't that Pete Burns?
Shit.
Now, Big Brother has given us some beautiful couples over the years. We've had Helen and Paul, Shree and Noreen, Andrew and the Watermelon, and of course, Preston and Chantal. They met in the house 4 years ago and got married in less than a year, and then they were divorced. And now they're back where their love first blossomed. Now, Brendan, you've seen the world on your bus. Have you got a lover in every car park, have you?
No, not really.
No? No? No. How would you feel about going into the Big Brother house with an ex?
No, I think it'd be a very, very difficult situation. I won't go in with sloppy seconds anyway.
But do you, Bob, Chantal, because I think Chantal obviously would have him back in a flash.
It seems that way,
Has she got the tools to win him back, do you think?
Oh, no, I don't think so. It
No.
doesn't look that way. I think he's
It's not
finding it
looking
very
positive, is it?
awkward. What can I say? I mean,
Yeah.
she's my favourite of the, apart from Ulrika.
Yeah.
Chantal, I think she might well win it, but she'll be okay with it. I think she was just a bit sad.
I think as long as him not reciprocating doesn't get her upset.
If
over
he
the
starts
next few
pretending
days.
to reciprocate, he'll be a big baddie.
Yeah, big baddie.
He'll be a big baddie.
Andrew, what do you think? What are people saying at home?
Well, here it says, I think clearly Chantal's still in love with Preston.
Yeah.
I'm unsure how he feels, and I think he loves her, but he's not in love with her.
Yeah. And he's also, I mean, I know the whole girlfriend thing doesn't really mean much.
I don't think you
to
should go
him.
back a second time.
No, reheated soup is never as good.
Never is.
That's what my granny.
There
that's
you
what my
go.
granny
Lots of
said.
vitamins.
What yeah, no, go on.
It's for Josie and John James, but it is
Oh.
Preston and Chantal related.
Okay, that's
so
fine. You're allowed.
If you two were to follow the same route as those two and got married, how would you stop your relationship deteriorating after 9 months like theirs does?
They haven't even. I've only just made them confess to being boyfriend and girlfriend under duress.
No, Josie, for the people of Stoke-on-Trent as well, I've got to call you Duck, by the way.
Oh, Duck.
Yeah, oh, Duck. Can you answer the question, though?
Yeah. Answer the question. So, how would you guys keep your relationship going where they failed?
I don't even know what happened between those two. I don't know who they
Why
are.
he went off to New York and found someone else, it sounds like. Oh.
Well, don't go to New York then.
Time
I
to
don't
the
know.
You dare do that to Josie?
I think Josie will keep you entertained. I don't think you've got more Preston Chantal questions, right?
I think something could happen. I mean, if Chantal stays close to Coolio, I think Preston
Make
might
him a
get a
bit
jealous streak and something could happen.
But that won't be real. That won't be real. That will be jealousy.
You can tell Chantal adores Preston.
Yeah.
But she's not really getting what she wants back, so she's got to
And then when he says something and it's just like, well, I'm so glad we're just friends and it hasn't been complicated since we come in the house, and her face goes,
yeah, I know, yeah.
I can't bear it, because I think that if she might get too mopey.
I think it's really, really obvious that she's still in love with him, and
Yeah.
I think she's kind of using Coolio to make him feel a bit jealous because he's giving her the attention.
She had a boy.
I think she is.
No, go on, disagreeing over here.
She's heartbroken. Look, yesterday we were nearly in tears.
Pain on her face when she saw
Well,
the
yeah,
tattoo.
we were all crying, watching you in the diary room last night and Chantal in the diary room
You broke my
last
heart.
night.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to say, but I've got no time for you, John James.
Oh!
One thing, right? Boo me all you like. One thing is, whenever you kissed Josie, you always looked around to see what camera was looking at you, what mirror
But
was.
he might have been looking around to see.
And it was only when you got your free pass to the final that you started kissing her back properly.
Gotta give John the right to reply. Let's see what you got to say.
So I only started liking her when she got the free pass to the final. Why am I still here now?
You just didn't seem true. You didn't seem.
Why is he here now? He's here now.
Obviously, it's like kissing in the public though. It's obviously like when you're on a train and that you don't just start macking on with someone like when you're on public transport. And when you've been watched by 51 cameras,
Josie.
you're constantly wondering what was going on. It's not that I had a It's just been when you know you're being viewed by 3.5 million.
I need you to do a magazine deal in about 4 or 5 days' time when she smoothed you over. when you've smoothed him over, and I want to hear all about it. Right. when we come back, John McCurrick will be getting the full rinse from these angry pictures.